This is learning about rhythms, and particularly rhythms with 3 beats in a bar. So as you can see in front of me, I just have a 1 bar of music, which is 3/4 times. That's 3 crotchet beats in a bar. And we clap when we see the note. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now nice and even, straightforward, all lasting for the same amount of time. This time we're going to do that with a tempo so that we make sure that we're perfectly in time with what will be our music. So there are lots and lots of applications for metronomes, either by just the standard one, which is this one. You can set that to the dials around the outside. You can be set to whichever speed tempo that you would like to. However, for the purpose of this exercise, I've set my phone and my phone metronome on 80 beats in a bar, which is andante, so it's sort of a walk-in speed. That just gives us time to, if there's more complicated bars, then it gives us time for us to work those bars out at that tempo. Then when that bar, the complicated bar, becomes easier, then we can speed up the whole bars and few bars of music. So I set my metronome now, as I said, to 80 beats per minute. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So each beat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's a nice straightforward bar, probably a first bar, and that's the first bar in our music. Then we're open up to a second bar. That's a little bit more tricky. So we have a dot after the first note, which means it's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So although our metronome will be still beating 1, 2, 3, we're actually going to clap not on the second beat, but we're going to clap on the and. So it's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Our metronome can also internalize that beat by tapping our foot, feeling our bodies moving up and down to the music, to the beat. But if we set the metronome to this, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We clap, it's 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's that second bar. Now that's because we don't actually play a note with that dot, because it's 1.5 now. So we don't actually play the dot. We just hold the first beat of the bar slightly longer, well, for half more. Hope that's making sense. Then we open up and we have a third bar. And that's different again. So we've got 2 notes now for 1. So they're worth half of one of these. So that's a half and a half equals 1 beat, 2, 3. So there we do clap both of those because we are going to play them. So it's 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. But of course our steady tempo on our metronome will be still 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to look at our third bar. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. So now we've got our third bar. So we've got 3 different rhythms, all 3/4 time, and now we're going to add a 4th one in, and that will be for this exercise, this will be our final bar. Oh, and this one, look, has just the 1 note. So it has a dotted minim. So as I said before, the dot acts as half the length of the note that's before it. So we've got 2 beats plus 1, so that's our final, that's our 3 beats in a bar. So this time we're going to concentrate on this one. So that's just 1, 2, 3, again with our metronome, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We only clap the once, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's because we play a note and we hold it. We don't want to hear any more, we just want the one note. So now let's see if we can put all those together by clapping with a metronome in the background. We have to get this rhythm right. So see how, concentrate really, really hard. So you need to clap when you hear, when you see the beat. So we'll go right to bar 4 this time. Set our metronome, count a few bars in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we start. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How did you get on with that? I hope that worked for you. We'll do that one more time so you can see it working again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to put it to some music. So I'm going to have the beat going in the background, but we're going to play a few notes to this rhythm, and let's see how we get on. So I'd like you to do that at home. As I say, you may well have a metronome on your keyboard, but set it quite low, so to about 80, so that you can, the more complicated bars, which are these, the two in the middle there, then you give yourself enough time to think about it. So we count 2 bars in, and then we start. Okay, hope you can hear us. 2, 3. 1, 2,